If you want to create a simple and powerful local file server for your small office where you can upload and download files directly from your web browser, then this video is for you. Just installing IIS means Internet Information Service is not enough because IIS alone does not support proper file upload and download through the browser. So in this tutorial, I will show you guys step by step how to combine IIS PHP and FileGator to build a fully working local file server for your small office or internet network. So make sure to watch till the end and let's get started. So at first you need to go to your settings and enable few optional features. So for that, simply right click on your start menu and click on settings, or else you can press Windows +I to open settings window. After that, click on system from your left side. On your right side, scroll down and you will find the option called optional features. If you are unable to find that option, you can easily type over here optional features. Okay. So click on optional features and after that scroll down and you will get more Windows features. So click on that. Now here all the features is showing. Simply what you have to do, you have to check the option which is Internet Information Service, which is IIS. So simply check that option. After that you need to click on this plus button over here. Now here you will see the World Wide Web Services. So simply expand that one. Now expand application development features. Here you just need to check this option which is CGI. Okay. And also in security, you just need to check this option which is basic authentication. Okay. After that, in common HTTP features, make sure that these two options is checked, which is default documents, directory browsing and static content. Okay. So all are already unchecked. So I will click on OK. Now it will take some time to install the features, so you have to wait for a few minutes. After installation done, you need to restart your PC. So after restart, I will put static IP on my machine. So I'll type ncpa.cpl, or else you can also type on your run. Just press Windows +I to open R to open run dialog box, and after type ncpa.cpl. Now press enter. Now it will open network connections. Now here is my Ethernet. So I'll right click, go properties, and I will keep the static IP. So I'll type over here 192.168. The IP I will use over here 55. Okay. The gateway and then the DNS. After that, click on OK. So now as you can see, it is connected successfully. Now I will create a folder for my file share server. So simply I will open my computer, and after that under H drive I will create one folder, share files. Okay. So this is my share folder. So now what I'll do is I have to download PHP on my computer. So for that I will open windows.php net/download. So from here you have to download the PHP version is 8.2. So all the link I'll provide to my video description, and download this VS16 non-thread safe version. Okay. So simply click on this zip button over here. Simply click on this zip and it is downloading, as you can see. So after download, you need to create a folder under your C drive. So I'll create a folder under my C drive. The folder name is PHP in caps. Okay. Under this folder, I will extract that PHP file. So I'll right click on extract. I will click on browse. Then I will go under C drive, then PHP. Under PHP folder, I will extract the PHP files. Okay. So it is successfully extracted, as you can see. So now what you have to do, so here you'll find one file name called php.ini-production. Simply rename that file and simply remove minus production from that. And after that, click on yes. Now here is a PHP dot so here is the PHP file. So let me show you. If I'll click on three dot button, click on options and view, here the option is hide extension for known file type. Simply uncheck this option and click on apply, then okay. As you can see, now extension is showing, and now as you can see, .ini is visible. So now what you have to do is simply you just need to edit that php.ini file. Simply right click and go to click on edit in notepad, and after that press Ctrl+F to find, or else you can click on edit and click on find option, and after that type over here extension and just click on this button. Now from here you just need to find a few files, which is file info. Simply what you have to do, you just need to remove this semicolon sign from here. Also you need to find MB string. Here it is, as you can see, remove the semicolon sign, and after that open SSL, find open SSL. So here it is, as you can see, open SSL. Simply remove that semicolon sign and find zip. So here it is, simply remove that semicolon. After that, go to file and click on save. Once it will done, close this window. After done, you just need to download and install VC++ Runtime. For that, you simply go to Google and type VC++ Runtime. So I will give you the direct link on my video description, so you can easily download from there. Now install Visual C++ on your computer. After done, close this window. Now what you have to do, simply you need to go to your start window and type IIS, okay, Internet Information Service. So here you just need to click on authentication. So click on your desktop and click on authentications and simply enable the basic authentication. Simply right click and click on enable and disable the anonymous authentication from here. And also in directory browsing, you just need to enable. Now what you have to do, you just need to expand the site, right click on your site and click on add website. Now here you just need to type your site name. In my case, I'm putting here files.technology.local. Okay, so simply copy that site name and paste it on host name also. And physical path, you just need to click on this three dot button and go to that location where you have created that share folder. So here is in my case it is under H drive. So I'll select that folder. So port number is 80 and click on OK. So now it is showing. So if I'll click on this browse button over here, let's see it is working or not. So as you can see, it is not working. So if I'll try with my IP address, let's see it is working or not. So as you can see, with my IP is working, but with this site name is not working. So what I have to do, I have to update the host file. So for that, what you have to do, simply go to your my computer, go under C drive, go under Windows folder. Under Windows folder, you will find System32 folder. So go under that folder. Now find drivers folder. Go under drivers folder and go under etc folder. Here you will see the host file. One host file is showing. Simply open Notepad and drag drop that host file over here. Now here you just need to add that IP. In my case it is 192.168.0.55 is my computer IP, then space your host name. In my case it is files.technology.local. After that, click on file, then click on save as. and now I'll save it under music folder. So select here save type all files and click on save. Now if I'll go under music folder, as you can see it is showing as a .txt file. If in your case .txt is not showing, simply what you have to do, go to options and view, then uncheck this option which is hide extension for known file types and click on apply, then OK. Now I will remove that .txt from here and click on yes. Now I'll copy that host file and paste it under driver etc folder. So I'll click on replace the file destination. So now let me show you my host file is look like this and it is updated. So now if I'll reload that page, let's say it is working or not. So as you can see now it is showing username and password window. Now if I'll type the test account username and password, let's see it is working or not. So as you can see it is working perfectly. So currently under that folder there is no file and folder. So if I'll create one text document folder, file, if I reload that page, as you can see new text document file is showing. So now is this page is look like a little bit boring, as you can see. So now what I'll do is I will use FileGator to modify this page. Okay, so for that what I have to do is I just need to open my browser and type FileGator. Okay, simply go to FileGator website. It is a free and open source. Simply click on download button and simply click on this latest release option over here, and as you can see it is downloading. So download is completed successfully. So here is a FileGator zip file. Simply right click on extract all, go to browse and extract that zip file under your share folder. So now as you can see FileGator folder is showing. So now if I'll reload that page, let's see test 1 2 3. As you can see FileGator folder is showing. If I'll click on index.php, as you can see I'm getting this error. So I'll show you how to fix that issue. So now simply what you have to do, you just need to open IIS, means Internet Information Service, and click on this desktop option over here, server name, and after that click on FastCGI settings, double click on it and click on add applications. Now here it is showing path, so simply click on this 3-dot button, go under your C drive, then go under PHP folder. Here you will see php.exe file. Simply select that folder, means file, and after that click on open. Now as you can see it is look like this, and click on open. After done, you just need to click on your server name, and this time you need to click on handler mapping. Okay, so simply double click on it, and here you just need to click on add module mapping option. Here request path, you just need to type over here star.php in small, and module you need to type over here, or else you can select from here FastCGI module. Okay, and in executable you just need to click on this 3-dot button, and here you need to type manually. You just need to go to your C drive under PHP. Under PHP folder you need to find this file which is php-cgi.exe. Simply right click on it and click on copy as path. After that you need to simply paste it over here. Remove this quotation from start and end, and after that name I will type over here php_via_first CGI. Okay, after that click on OK, and here you just need to select on yes. Once it will done, simply you just need to open CMD, right click on command prompt, click on run as administrator, click on yes. Now type IIS reset. After done, simply reload that page. So now as you can see, I'm getting FileGator option. So the default ID is admin and password is admin123. Let me show you admin123, and if I click on login, as you can see it is login successfully. So now through this option you can easily add any files or download any files from here, easily download, remove and delete any files from here. You can upload and also download also. So basically you need to share these, if you want to access these file server, simply you need to share these with your clients, okay, and also make sure that you have updated the host file for each and every computer, otherwise it will not work. So if you want to access these file server through this domain, what you have to do, simply you need to update the host file of every computer from where you want to access these file server locally. Okay, simply you need to update this host line.